That's fair. That's fair. Alright, everybody. Guess what? We um so go onto the Red app and search up the unsanctioned. And if someone could grab that and throw it in the Discord, please. I mean the blue app. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. That's fair. That's fair. 100%. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Let me put my camera a bit more up. There we go. Everybody, hit the like buttons. Let's try to push ourselves out there and get some people in here who want to talk about the background. Also, how is the centering? How is the centering and how's the audio? Audio might be a little echoey. Let me double check. There we go. There we go. Good? Good? I think so. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so we'll figure that out when somebody gets up here. Jerry, come on up here. You have been invited, Jerry. You're being invited. Come request up. Come request up. You have got. Of course, your invites are turned on. Request up, Jerry. Request up. You're being called out. Come on up here, and we can talk about it. Hello, face. Hello, Jerry. I still don't see you in the requests. Still don't. Even God wants you up here, Jerry. Even God himself. Thank you for the heart me. Hello, T. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good today. I'm doing pretty good. I think Jerry ran. I think Jerry ran. Not gonna lie. That just be how it. That's just how it be. You can hear what in my voice. Also, I forgot we could do this. Oh, that's good. There will always be Jerry's. Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean basement diving? Thank you for sharing the live. Let's try to get up to 5K taps, everybody. Tippy tap them fingers, please. If you can. Share the live if you can, even if it's just like a copy link. That also helps. You know, if you want to, of course. Oh wait, I should not. I don't know if I could be using music while I'm also on the Red app. Anybody know that? Anybody know? I don't think I can. Man, red app rules. Am I right? I can on the red app. You know what I'm talking about? That starts with the Y. Man, I haven't heard of Andy Milanakis in so long. Whatever, come on up here. But on the Y app, the red one, that's like the other streaming area. Whatever, are you in here? No, you're not. No. So come up here every TikTok, every Tom, Dick, and uh, you don't have your invites turned on. What a shocker. Yeah, get up here, safe Titan. You've been invited. I know, right, MZ? Safe Titan, come up here. Oh, thank you for the gifts! Thank you! I forget that my camera's over there now. I know, right? And even Harvard put out the new study as well, and no one brings up that too. I agree, Scorcher. I agree. Darth Vader, come up here. You've been invited, my favorite Sith Lord. Quite a bit about this. Quite a bit about this. Hello, my favorite Sith Lord. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Can we get your age and what you just want to be called up here?
25. You can just call me Peyton.
Sounds good. So, you said. Do. Yes,
Did they
they
say
said there was a
specifically that
correlation.
Tylenol is the cause of autism?
Yes, they said there was a correlation into not taking it.
So they said there was a correlation, not that it's the only cause of autism.
Yeah, and
Okay, so
the facts around it, still, there is no correlation there.
I mean, I can somewhat agree, I suppose. But so you said right before I got up here, you said something about Harvard releasing a new study.
Yes, Harvard brought up the new study we have from Sweden. Okay, grab that.
Because I have this one. I'm I don't know if this tells you the date or not. I can't read it unless I'm in the big box, but I can't.
No,
Um, I think it was 2023, but I could be mistaken.
no.
So
Yeah,
Harvard
there's that
Teach
one.
Chan. Oh, it was August 20th, 2025. So using. See, I can't even pronounce it, so I don't blame Trump for not being able to pronounce it. But it does say using however you say that during pregnancy may increase children's autism and ADHD risk. And didn't Tylenol come out in 2017 and say we actually do not recommend you take our product while pregnant?
Every company says that.
Okay. So should they take it while pregnant then?
They should talk to their doctor about it because everyone's different.
Yeah, but I mean, if the company that releases this rug says we do not recommend it, you should ask your doctor if your doctor recommends it instead of listening to the company that distributes it and makes it.
The company is covering themselves, like every other company. Even says it for like women's face cream as well.
Wait, can you say that again?
It's even on women's face cream as well. I guess Harvard didn't correct themselves and do the other study. But we still have the other study as well.
Yeah, this was just so it wasn't 2023. This is August 20th, 2025. And I guess like I don't think it directly causes autism, and I don't know if like I tried to listen to the Trump and RFK and whoever else was on there, but I was at work at the time, so I couldn't hear everything they said. But I don't remember them, Trump nor RFK, saying that it's a direct cause of it. There's just correlation. That's why I was wondering why your prompt says that instead of correlation.
Mainly a bit to get people up here.
Oh, like rage baiting, I guess.
A little, yeah. Um,
I gotcha.
and then we have this study. This is from Sweden, and they did a study with 2,480,797 children from 1995 to 2019, with a follow up through December 31st, 2021. And they found that when you don't take into account about siblings, that you find the correlation of like 1.3%, 1.53%, and that when you add in the sibling control, that you find that that's where the correlation is found, and that there's actually no risk of autism or any intellectual disabilities.
So why would you take like I'm not a science major. I'm not gonna pretend like I know all about science. Why would you take the sibling out of it then? Does it make it a a better study to have the sibling out of it, or like what?
So there is no benefits for it. The ones that have done that, we're specifically focusing on just one of the siblings in the whole family, and that takes out the whole look into that autism is genetic, right?
Not always, but yes, for what 80% of autism is genetic.
Then where does the
The
other
other
20%
20% can
come
be
from?
outside. Wait, say what?
Then where's the other 20% coming from?
They say there's outside factors such as environmental aspects, etc.
So what environmental factors are causing autism that you know of?
I don't know. I'm not a science major. I told you that when I looked it up though. That is what it said. It's not always genetic. A simple Google search says that too. If you want me to do the simple Google search and then screenshot it and send it to you, I can, or show it on the big screen, I can.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Are you gonna do that, or do you want me to do it? You got it.
I can do it.
I believe it said 80% is genetic, and another 20% is environmental factors, and then like two other things.
Go. do.
And then, like, I guess if autism is only genetic, then how did the first person that ever had autism get it?
Um, through the genetics that we're finding, like we found that I think it's in fish have autism as well. Let's look that up.
Oh,
Apparently, postnatal jaundice is one of them. I'm gonna bring on this.
postnatal what? What was the last word?
Jaundice.
Jaundice.
Yeah. Postnatal infections. That's interesting. I don't know if I'm reading that right. Let me pull that up. Do we come over here? There we go. Okay, so this is up
I
there.
can't read it, but you can read it. It's just like
Okay.
it's blurry
That's fair.
on the big screen.
Oh, there we go. Does that help?
No, it's still you're gonna have to read it. It's still
That's fair.
like it's really. I don't even know how to. Just blurry is what I can say. I don't know.
That's fair. Postnatal risk factors have crucial roles in susceptibility to autism. A set of them is mentioned in Table 3, which is this one. Low birth weight and size, positive jaundice, and hyper. I'm not even sure what that is. Birth defects. Infections, meningitis, lack of breathing, postnatal weak or no crying after birth, vitamin D deficiency, feeding difficulties. Okay, so there are a bit of those factors in there. So yeah, I'll give you that.
So there are more factors than just genetics that can cause autism.
I think so.
Okay, yeah, that at least that's what I've read online. Where it's I don't know if the number is exactly 80%, but I if I recall correctly, that's what it was. 80% of it is that they say is genetic.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Um.
it's not. And then like I know Trump said like it's Tylenol, but like Tylenol is a company. Like it's not only Tylenol that has a correlation to or that may have increased risk
Yeah.
for people to get autism. Now the circumcision thing, I have no clue what he bases that off of. I have no
So
fucking clue.
So that one is getting autism or increasing autism after birth with the Tylenol you get with circumcisions,
Hmm.
which
So he's not
is
saying
go for it.
which is what.
Oh, which is completely inaccurate. When you are born, well, after you're out of the womb, you can't just get or increase autism, right?
Says who?
Well, I mean, I don't
So
know. Like, I guess like we don't have like the same like studies that are if like that these other people have like in government, right? Like we aren't able to see everything they see. So I mean, I don't know for sure. Like I don't know. It's really weird. I and like to say circumcision gives you an elevated chance of autism is weird if he's saying like it's the Tylenol after you take it or after you get the
yeah,
circumcision. So then circumcision has nothing to do with it.
yeah, that one's pretty weird. So the whole basis. of autism would be in the womb, it would have to affect your genetics somehow with that because it's how your brain's going to develop. Our brains are rewired differently than someone who's neurotypical, right? Our, I think it's neuron receptors are aligned differently, and that also makes our nervous system align a little differently as well. But there's a lot of like biological factors that go into that as well, if that makes sense.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I mean
So,
that definitely makes sense.
so like
But
the
I think like
whole, oh sorry,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
the whole claim that adding Tylenol after you're born is going to mess with your wiring that's already there is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Like I guess do you think it's a good thing that RFK Jr. is trying to see what is the cause of autism? Like do you think that's a good thing?
I mean, researching this is fine. The ideology of him and who he's put in charge for finding a cure for autism isn't. Um, RFK thinks autism is a disease, and he put someone to find the cure for autism named David, I think it's Gyno. And under his father's license, he sterilized autistic kids with high levels of estrogen, and the only common factor between them all was autism.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with that part, but I do think like in science, right? We test things and we try to figure things out, right? So I think like that part of it is good. Like trying to figure out like what causes it and if if it is outside factors, then trying to limit those outside factors in kids.
Yes, I agree. Research is good, but also like not looking at just one set of the data. Like I don't think we covered this yet, but Meta had is where the Harvard got their information from and what they were talking on. It's the 45
Hmm.
studies that came from Meta, and they
Hmm.
all had different sorts of conclusions for it. Like, of course, a couple said, yeah, it has a correlation. Some said it had no correlation, and then some said that it can even help prevent getting autism. So they decided to pull out just a couple of those and run with it, right?
Yeah, yeah, I got you on that. I
Yeah,
just I guess it's like a good like I guess like questioning things is good. Can we agree on that? Like being like because
100%.
that's the science is questioning things. So I guess like questioning what we're putting in our bodies is a good thing, right? And
Yes,
just trying to figure out how to limit the bad things that we put in our body. Because
exactly.
the biggest reason I like RFK Jr. is like getting uh the bad things out of our food, right? Because I think the food industry and big pharma are kind of in bed together. Would you agree or no?
I'm not too sure. I mean, we have a lot of good medicine that comes out of everything. That helps a
I
lot
mean,
of
yeah,
people.
West. Yeah, and I agree with that, but I'm saying like in the 1970s, we didn't have the obesity rate that we have now, right?
Yeah. Well,
And I think the food that we put in our bodies kind of exact. Oh, I can't say it. The food we put in our bodies isn't as healthy as what we had in the 1970s, right? So I think like that's a big thing that needs change. And then I think like as in that they're in bed together is so they feed us bad food and then big pharma profits by making this medicine to help people with obesity and low blood sugar and whatever else, right?
I think. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out my words. So I think with that, there's a lot that comes into play. Like my obesity comes from medicine itself. Uh, I think it was Wellbutrin. I think is what it was. I'll have to
Mm-hmm.
remember that again. But made me increase weight at like a huge rate as they were trying to get me to stay myself because I was in a very bad place. So there's always side effects with some medication, and you always have to talk to your doctor about what's going on and be heavily aware with what's happening with you. Like it took a very long time to realize that I was gaining weight at that rate because I had a
Mm-hmm.
lot going on and all that. So talking to your doctor, being aware of yourself. And of course, we have a lot of canning foods in our society. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we also need a lot more education on and learning self control on self control in general. You know, and taking everything in moderation and um working on exercise and all that.
Yeah, no, and I agree, and I think RFK Jr. is at least whenever he was running for president before he ended his bid, he was talking about starting the national fitness program again, which his uncle had. Um, and I think that would be a good thing, like get kids to exercise more, not just kids, like adults too, but like it starts like at a young age, right? So
Yeah,
like bring stuff like that back, and then obviously like getting the dyes out of our food, getting just the bad things out of our food, and like it's not even real food. That's the thing, and that's why we've kind of all, or the obesity rate has skyrocketed in the past 50 years. So, but no, I mean I don't agree with everything he does, but I do like that part of his plan, I guess.
that's fair of that. And hello, who's that girl? Or who's that? Yeah. Did you have anything you wanted to add?
My age is 43, she, her pronouns, and you can call me shy.
Sounds
Also, Darth, I just wanted to let you know if you don't mind me calling you that, because I did come in late. Um, Obesity, too, you have to remember that we do it to ourselves a lot of the time as well. Because back in the 1970s, they didn't nearly have as many eating challenges, they didn't have as many um, influencers who are out there showing, oh, look at, I can go do this, and all of these timed tests either. Because personally, and this is only my opinion, those need to go first because that is a waste of food, a complete waste of food. Because half the time, a normal person like me, if I try that challenge, I'm not going to finish it. I'm going to get about 10 bites in and I'm going to be full. And a restaurant will not resell it, they will not reuse it. Some places you can't even take your food home due to safety issues and laws, etc. So you have to think what we're doing as a society to ourselves. Because the government can't fix that. Only we can fix that. Only we can stand up against that. Also, there's thyroid problems. So there's a lot of other things that people just willfully ignore because it's like, oh yeah, well that's cool, and yeah, I do like that. Because okay, we all get a kick out of watching people shove food in their mouths. Okay, they're never gonna finish it, or whatever. That culture within ourselves and society needs to stop. That's causing the waste, that's causing the lack of resources. This is what's we are doing this to ourselves. It's not just the government.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree, and that's what he was saying too, is like the self control aspect of it. But at the same time, like the fast food isn't the fast food that we had in the 1970s at all. There's so many ingredients. It's not just potatoes, salt, and it goes in the fryer with beef tallow. No, it's and a cheeseburger isn't just beef, cheese, and a bun. Now it has all these other like sulfuric acids and other things in there. So I think like it is a big issue, but I
Okay,
do agree with you about the food challenges and
okay, so
self control as a people. That's what we have
okay,
to have as well. But the government has to what is it? We
I know.
the go ahead. I'll
I
figure out
think
what
I
you.
know where you're going with this because I was gonna say I wanted to ask you a couple of questions too. Have you ever traveled to another country?
Yeah, I've been to Europe.
Okay, have you seen the warning labels on our food in those countries?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of our food is
Okay,
illegal in other countries. That's what I'm
exactly.
saying.
Okay, so now, okay, so if we start there and then we back up because I actually have a very, very rare condition and I don't mind talking about it because it spreads awareness. It's an allergy
Hmm.
and it's a very specific allergy. And our FDA will not approve a treatment or testing for it. But if I lived in Germany, I would be okay because the FDA will not admit that we have a unsafe high level of nickel in our food. So it's not just these artificial contaminants. I can't say that word today. Contaminants that are ruining our food. It is also the natural because we are having to what? We are having to genetically modify our food.
Hmm.
So the FDA, we need to start getting on the, we need to come together as a society. We need to learn to swallow our pride, say, okay, we disagree. We
Hmm.
understand that, but we all agree we need to fix this. So at this moment, just like we did back in the day, because we had to do this before, we stood up to the American government. Everybody
Hmm.
got involved. Our movie stars, our singers, you know, everybody started standing up. And this is what we need again because right now I can tell you the government's laughing at us because we're just puppets on their string.
Hmm. No, I
Like, you know?
definitely agree with you. Yeah, no, no. I mean, I agree with you so much. Like I'm smiling right now. Yes, like 1,000%. Yes. Um, the
We're not
FDA is
gonna
definitely corrupt. One
right,
thousand percent.
right, and we're not. We have to understand something. We are an entire country, and we are in a country within multiple continents, and we're all American. We're not all going to
Hmm.
speak the same. We're not all going to look the same, and we're not all going to agree. And we definitely all are not going to get along. But we should not be hurting each other for what is going on because that's not fixing anything. The government is actually enjoying it because that's just a distraction for them to do more stuff.
Yeah.
If
Yes.
you know what I mean.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if we actually stop and turn it around on them, then they would be like, "Oh crap." You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
Speaking,
literally reminds me of that phrase, united we stand, divided we fall. But the thing is, the government loves to create division, and not just the government, the media too. I mean, it's all just,
Right.
they want us divided because
I
united we can actually do something and do something good for the people.
talking about
Okay, man.
distractions. I'm gonna say something I think we all agree here. Release the list. Release the list.
Yes.
Dude, that
And
was a
I
whole puppet show
actually
too. Oh,
I can
go ahead.
provide a factual statement because of where I live, and you're more than welcome to Google this. He had a compound here in New Mexico. There were victims, and there is a list.
The Island Man.
No, he had a compound in the state of New Mexico in America
Yeah, the
where he
Island
was
Man did.
keeping women. No.
The E
Oh, yeah,
Man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the E Man. Sorry, I thought you said the Island Man. I was like,
yeah. That's
Island
what
Man.
people are calling
I
on
was like,
him.
Island, Island, Island.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
E
he had
Man.
an
Yeah.
island. Yeah.
Yep. So he had a compound here with a helipad, mind you, and a runway out here. He owned a whole bunch of land out here, out in the middle of nowhere.
That's something even Trump supporters are going against Trump now for too, is because like he was like, as soon as I'm in office, I'll release the list, I'll release the list. And then now, like, Pam Bondi and Kash Patel saying there's no list, there's no list. And I'm like, you guys said you were going to release it too. Like, what? Like,
Because
they need to
they're on the
release the list
list.
no matter
They're
how.
all Darth, but here's the funny part, it's not just him.
No,
They're
no, yeah.
all on that list.
Yeah, literally, like, our whole government is on that list. And that's why they don't want to release it.
Pam is probably on that list, and that's
That's
why she doesn't want to release it.
all of them are on the every single, like, there aren't just politicians. There's so many people on that list that it would create it. I mean, it would be really bad, and that's why they don't want to release the list.
Well, and if
But
you think about it, when all of this happened with the E-Man, there's a very famous unsolved murder of a little girl named JonBenet Ramsey. It came out 2 years ago, and this was never ever mentioned over the course of this case since it happened. But when E-Man got caught, they found evidence that him, his wife, and Trump were there that night, but it was never mentioned. I wonder why.
Huh.
jeez, that's crazy.
That
But
is.
you know what? If they release the list and they don't just, like, redact all the Republican names, like, if they keep it like 100%, this is the whole list. Like, that is what would wake up all the American people, and that's something that we could all agree on. But
We
the
we
thing
prob
is, like, go ahead, host.
we probably do the whole like I forgot what country or area it was, but a lot of people got fed up, stormed the government, and they had to take off in helicopters, and then held a new election all over Discord. That's
Oh,
what we should do.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't think of the country either, but yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. That is
Or
what would
the
happen. But,
or the
like, that is
farmers.
what would wake up Americans. And the thing is, like, we don't even, like, as Democrats and Republicans, we don't disagree on as much as what th- they want us to, or that they think we do, or not even that they think we do, that Americans themselves think that they do. Like, we do not disagree on that much. Like, we agree on AB, or no, we disagree on AB. We disagree on maybe the border somewhat, the way that it's going, and we disagree on pew pews. Like, those are the three biggest things that Americans disagree on. But the thing is, like, the only way to make Americans happy is to make Democrats a little mad and to make Republicans a little mad. So, like, we had to compromise on things.
Very much so.
Or how about we go to the old way of we realize that we're all not going to get along or agree 100% of the time, so we need to start to learn to disagree or agree to disagree so that we can get the job done, so that we can have a peaceful, safe, somewhat safe at least, country to live in. Because with everybody saying, oh, I have rights because of this and I have rights because of that, the federal government was so bombarded, I feel, that they just threw their hands in the air. They approved everything, passed everything, and they're like, fine, you all have your rights. Now you guys go duke it out. Because now it's a three-ring circus.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
everybody got what they wanted and they're still not happy. So the government's like, well, what do you want me to do now? So it's really going to come down to we have got to calm ourselves and we have got to find a way to at least swallow our differences in a moment so that we can fix what's going on and get this place on a right path for the kids so that they do have a better future for our future generations, even the ones that I'm not going to be around to see.
Oh yeah.
Because that's the whole point, right?
1000%. Baby boomers fucked our generation. At least I'm 25, so they fucked my generation at least.
Actually, I don't know. Okay, I have a different opinion on that because it's an opinion, so I'm not going to state it because there's probably numbers to show me differently. But I have an opinion on that just because of the time I grew up in. So
Mhm.
that's from, like, I was born in the 80s, so I grew up late 80s, 90s.
Yeah, I guess, like, but baby boomers are the ones still in government. Baby boomers are the ones still buying the houses. Like, I can't, like, It's ridiculous. We have the most eight under 25-year-olds living with their parents ever in history. Like that should
Yeah.
not be happening. The housing
Well,
market is awful. Inflation is awful. Like there's issues that we need to come to agreements on to help the younger generation, like you were talking about.
exactly, and I'll agree with you there because I don't know if you guys ever heard of Y2K and what happened during then, but they believed that that was when the clock struck midnight on New Year's Eve, that was going to be it, because I believe it was Nostradamus that predicted that, and that's who they were following at that time. And then when they found out that we all woke up the next day, they started panicking because they didn't plan for Social Security, they didn't plan for housing structure, they didn't plan for anything that's happening to us today because they didn't think we were going to be here. And not the whole country thought that, but there were those who did. Because I remember
So,
that New Year's Eve, and that's the whole point of Prince's song, Party Like It's 1999.
have you all
Party
heard?
over, you know.
Have you all heard how they handled it in some part of Sweden? I think it was Sweden. Basically, when they were having the influx of immigrants and all of that, they found a way to solve it by taking out a loan to, I think it was also to make a construction company to build houses and to actually get the houses built. And they started doing that and used everybody who moved in, got them to pay taxes to help pay off their house and then to build even more houses. So it's like this whole influx of creating a society, and they have it so where everybody, every like social class is like together. Like they have like schools on the same area, so everybody's kind of like included. And you're good, Darth Vader. Have a good day, and thanks for coming up and being civil. But yeah,
That was an awesome talk. That he was nice. That was cool. I like people like that are willing to listen.
yes, and
And
I
thank
hope,
you for having me up again.
of course, it's always nice to have you up here. You got good information.
Alrighty. Yeah, I try, to make sure that I say it's my opinion because I know that not everybody's gonna agree with it. So, and I
Yeah.
try as much as I can not to spread misinformation. And remember, people, instead of just saying, oh, that's misinformation, if you want to know the actual information, Google is free and it's in your hand.
Yep, we do have supercomputers in the palm of our hands.
Right. Because I didn't have that. Y'all, I envy you guys, really, I do. I know it caused a lot of issues, but back in the day when we had to write a term paper and do research, it took months. It took us months to write an essay.
Yes, that's about right.
Yeah. But keep fighting the good fight for all of us who know better and can understand what they're actually saying when they're
Yes.
talking. And I'm so glad that the autism community and those that condition affects, that uh, I'm glad they have somebody who's very smart and very calm and very patient that can hold alive and educate people. And that's amazing. And that just shows how smart you guys really, really are. And that you guys are being pushed in a class that you don't deserve to be in.
Very much so. I'm hoping that society can better and get better educated about autism, and we all can get better support from everybody, and as society and all that.
Right, like they say, it's 2025, and then I add, so don't take us back to the 1900s.
Exactly, exactly.
Please
I
don't.
I don't want to go into a camp or asylum. I don't think I can live that
Me
type of
neither.
life. Exactly.
Right, because if you think about it, they would have misdiagnosed me in the 80s as having either ADHD or autism because I have what's called perfectionism OCD. And some of those actions and symptoms and feelings that we go through are similar with our brain waves because our brains are like sporadic. We know what we're talking about, but we have a brain full of filing cabinets, and our little guy in our brain starts to run around to all the filing cabinets, and sometimes we have to stop and be like, wait, can you repeat that just so I can get my information straight again? You know?
Exactly.
So we got to give each other grace. We're all different, we're all unique. And I believe that our special abilities make us the most unique. Yeah, I put that down.
Exactly. I,
Alrighty, that was my dad if you heard him.
yeah, you're good.
We're doing laundry. We're
That's
doing
fair.
laundry, and he was afraid we missed the fabric softener. That is so important.
Yes, yes,
But
it
yeah, um, yeah. So it's awesome, and I love coming here and listening because you do hold great conversations, and you do keep it the what do you call it, the propaganda with people on your panel to a minimum, and that is amazing.
100%. I definitely try. I'm still questioning that some bits because I had someone who said otherwise. I thought I've been trying to do good. I mean, trying better. So we'll see.
You know what? The next time someone says that to you, here's what you tell them. Like we used to tell them back in the day when we had our own, because this would be considered a business for you. Thank you for your honest review, and I'll try to do better. And that's all you got to say. Don't let
That's
it
fair.
worry about you because you're out here doing it, and they just mad that you're out here standing up for a community of people who don't have that many people to stand up for them. And they're just trying to deter you. So don't listen because you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you. That does mean a
Alrighty, you
lot.
have a. Oh yeah, you are. You are. Because you learn on TT who is actually trying to help and who is just doing it for the rage bait.
Hundred
So
percent.
I de- you are an honest page in my book.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. I'm gonna head out so I can get the laundry done. And you all
Sounds
have a
good.
great day, and I will be listening in the background.
You as well. Take care.
You too.
Mumra,
Bye
come
bye.
up here. You've been invited. Bye bye. Mumra, come on up here. You've been invited. Also, I want to say this. You can take up to 4,000 milligrams a day, and your liver won't be affected. But you should also get your liver checked to see if there's anything else going on, and avoid like alcohol use while doing that. Right? If you have a full functioning liver, you can take up to 4,000 milligrams, and you're not doing anything else that can harm your liver. A fun fact, you know. But of course, do it at the recommendation from your doctor. And yes, MC, yes. As been stated by Roger. Exactly. You just gotta listen to what is recommended and to the doctors who know their shit. If you disagree, hit that request button. Let's talk. While you're here, everybody, keep tapping that like. Goal. We are about like 1,000 250-ish away, and we'll hit that 5K mark. If you got your daily heart me, send that out. We'll maybe save it. We might do a reset. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, keep hitting the likes. Copy link if you can. Share it out. Really quick. Exactly, Yellow. Thank you for sharing, Gabby. So, Texas. Texas. It it's not unmanly to take medicine. Like, what? So, if you're going through surgery, you're not gonna take that sleeping anesthesia. You're gonna be a man and tough that out, right? That's what you're gonna do, Texas. You're gonna man it out. Taking anesthesia or medication for surgery is not manly, so you're not gonna take that, right? Right? Sure, buddy. Sure. Keep believing it. Penis tipper. And Maddie, come on up here. Let's talk about it. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Yeah, yeah. I agree with you. Who's that girl? Stay out of healthcare. Maddie, you have been invited. Come on up here. Come talk. Come talk. Exactly, Yellow Bee Lover. Exactly. Oh, so what was going on with that person earlier that apparently was unhinged or something? I have a job. I just go in later today, so boop. You don't need to chat if you're at work. How about that? And yeah, I think that's who he was. I can't remember. I was just watching it. So you're going to get socked for a bit. You're saying some crazy things. Exactly. I mean, I don't like the schedule I'm on, but we do it anyway. That's fair. That's fair. That's crazy. Jesus Christ, your schedule is worse than mine. I just do a 3 to fucking 11 today, and like, ugh. But 1 p.m. to 3, that's how many hours? So what, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 14 hours or 14 or Is it 14? I can't tell. I may be mathing wrong. I may be mathing wrong. But like, that's good that you love it and that's why you picked it. But like, fucking yeesh. Okay, bars, restaurants. Fair, fair. Well, kind of. I still think I'd be kind of busy around. Yeah, you're doing the afternoon. That'd be busy as fuck. Ugh. Oh, that's what you're doing? Or. I'm so confused. That's fair, Yellow Bee. That's fair. I would like that. I would like that. But, right now, cannot do that. And probably not for a while. Oh, that's fair, that's fair. That's a lot of fucking hours. Exactly. We gotta do what we gotta do. Work 4 off of 3. That's better. That's better. Alright, what do we all think about a quick reset? What do we all think? Exactly, exactly. Let me make a poll and we'll see where we're at. Also, we're at 5K. Thank you all. So, smiley face, reset. Crying face, don't reset. 3 for a reset. 3 for a reset. I think that's a majority. Well, of everybody who voted. Bet we shall do the reset. I we stop the poll. We win. Alright, cool. I will see you all in just a moment. Look at all those analytics. Probably gonna press chill here.